Welcome to the Young Crones Cafe, where you can get a magic brew full of all sorts of information, both witchy and practical.
Grab a cup of coffee and join us. I'm Elizabeth, a wordsmith.
And I'm Dave, a modern-day sage.
We are going to talk about various witchcraft and life topics from a slightly more mature perspective, at least most of the time.
Thanks for joining us.
Here's a little something from the Young Crones Cafe to get you through until our next regularly scheduled podcast. Today, I'm going to tell you to halt. If you're planning to do magic, we harp all the time on the need to focus and pay attention and have your intent clear and so on and so forth. But I'm asking you to consider HALT first. When I first came into recovery many years ago, HALT was a big thing. They tell you don't get too hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, because then you are setting yourself up to crazy thinking and doing things you would not normally do. Let's talk about each of them. Hungry. If you're hungry, you're distracted. Your body is not right. It needs nutrition. It needs carbs. It needs, a glass of water. All those things that we kind of run by the wayside sometimes when we're busy and suddenly decide that maybe it'd be a really good idea to take out that driver in front of us with just a little zap or a reminder to pay attention. Angry. It is never a good idea to perform magic when you are seriously angry. Walk it off, go punch a punching bag. Magic is best, even if you have decided in the long run that you need to take revenge on that person. It is best to have a clear head and cool thinking rather than creating something that may snowball with all sorts of unintended side effects. Lonely. Okay, I can't do anything about lonely. We all have moments when we're lonely, and there are times when we need to work magic alone. There is a difference between being alone and being lonely. Lonely means I need to go find somebody to talk to for a while and decide, is it a good idea to do magic for this? Do I really need to do magic right now? And if I do, I got somebody sitting there who has a like mind who could probably lend their energy for a minute. And tired. Magic is work. I don't care what anybody tells you. If you're going to be using spellcraft on a regular basis, you need to put some of your energy into the process. Yes, we draw on the elements for help. We draw on all sorts of correspondences for help. There are people who practice regularly with deities and call on them for help. However, if you are tired, you're not paying attention. You're not focused. You need your intent to be clear. And just as a reminder, intent is what you want your spell to do. We write those and we say them in terms of I am. Those old affirmations come out to bite us in the ass again that we learned in second grade where we wrote all those positive statements. Same thing with spell work. You cannot create a clear and focused intent if you need a nap. I've tried it. It doesn't work out well. Everything gets jumbled up and you're not putting out the intent into the universe that's going to get its attention so that your magic will manifest. Like I said, if you're thinking about magic, thinking about doing a spell today, great. There are times when spontaneity is wonderful, but in general, it's always a good idea to think in terms of, am I stuck in HALT somewhere? HALT means stop, means take a step back and address, am I hungry, angry, lonely, or tired before you start the process of creating a spell, or performing a spell, or sitting in ritual, or sometimes, in my case, driving a car, because that's what I tend to get the most angry lately. So with that being said, we wish you mirth and reverence in all things, and as Dave would say, be safe, be well, be blessed, and we'll see you at the next episode. Well, it looks like the coffee cups are empty for this week. We hope you join us again next Tuesday. But you can find us at our website, 2youngcrones.com. That's the number 2, Young Crones.
We'd love to have you join our growing online Discord community. Check out our new Patreon presence. Just look for Young Crones Cafe. Through Patreon, you'll be able to make it to our Discord. We are also Young Crones Cafe on Twitter and Facebook.
Until then, remember,
We are witches who work with energies to effect change.
We are believers in both immanent and transcendent divine.
We are celebrants of the passage of the solar and lunar cycles.
We are hedge walkers who pass back and forth between the worlds of the magical and the mundane.
We are seekers of knowledge.
And we are walkers of a spiritual tradition we call the path.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.